So I think there's something called Eris and something called Nisuin. In the days of Chazal, today we do it one right after another. But in the days of Chazal, someone was Mekadosh Ish with a ring. He would give her a ring. That's my Shvisa. He would go home, she would go home, he would prepare a house to bring his bride into the house, she would prepare tachshit for a year. After the year, they would meet together again and do nisuin, share girls. Today we do it together. But that's how it lays in the Chazal. The way I understand it, Vav Sivan was Eris. Hashem gave it to Yisrael and said, will you accept it? Will you be my wife? And we said, Nasa v'nishma. And the Hashem gave us the Tebas, Havei at Mekudeshes Libe Tebas Zuk, that's my Yisrael. Take my Esais Adibis. And we went home with Esais Adibis. And now there's 40 days waiting for Nisuin. 40 days is over, Shiva Sabbatam. Shiva Sabbatam was supposed to be the most happiest day. Vav Sivan is child's play compared to Shiva Sabbatam. If Moshe Rabbeinu would have given Klal Yisrael Luchos Rishonos, they would have been Torah without Yigia, Torah without Shikha, Tchias HaMesim, Achos HaYomim, Yisuim with HaKadosh Baruch Hu Mach. Well, whatever we're waiting for Tchias HaMesim, we would have that. They missed it by one day. They slipped. I have to explain why they slipped. That's a partial finance. We're not going into now why they slipped. But they slipped. It's much better that they didn't prepare themselves well enough. It's 40 days of preparation. Much better. They didn't prepare themselves well enough. And every year, we have 6 months of avodah from Cheshvan until Nisan. It rains and it's avodah and learning and working on ourselves. And then we have a month of Pesach. And then we have 49 days of Aliyah. And then we have Shavuos. And then we have 40 days. And every year we fall again into Shavuos B'Tammuz. And we never pass this bridge without falling through. Because we're never strong enough to make a way on our own that our fathers didn't make for us. Pesach we have from our Avosseinu. We always become elated in Pesach. Shiva Shavuos we have from our Avosseinu. We always become elated through Shiva Shavuos. Chag HaShavuos we have from our Avosseinu. We always go up from Chag HaShavuos. 40 days, they didn't prepare well enough. We don't prepare well enough. Every year we fall down again. It's the hardest days of the year, these 40 days. According to the way I see it. We never make it. And every year I say, this time I'm going to make it. This time I'm going to be good. This time we're going to make it. And every year we fall again. Waiting for the day that they're going to make the breakthrough more than our fathers, and then Mashiach will come. That's Shtuka Torah. So I said like this. Moshe, you have a king who has a collar, and they made a day for Nisuin. And something happened between them, a misunderstanding, and they didn't get through to the way to the day in Nisuin. That day in Nisuin, the Kala is sitting in her room, locks the door, and starts crying. She remembers what this day, she knows what this day was supposed to be like. And she looks at herself, and she says, well, could it have been? And what is it? And she slaps the door and starts crying, and cries her eyes out. There's a knock on the door, and the postman gives her a letter. She opens the letter, and it says like this. To my dear Carmel, I well understand exactly what you're doing now. You're probably sitting in your room crying. If you think that that's going to help you, you're mistaken. You're not supposed to be crying now. Pick up a piece of paper, pick up a pen, and write me a letter. Pick up the telephone and give me a call. Do something. Stop crying. It's about time you did something. Tisha B'Av is churban. Then we cry. Shavuos B'Tam is not churban. Shavuos B'Tam is the Oivim broke the walls, but they're not. The Beis Hamikdash is still standing. You can still do something. It's a warning. This is 3 weeks of warning. 3 weeks Hashem says, do something. That there shouldn't be a Tisha B'Av. If there's a Tisha B'Av, then we cry. It's all over. There's nothing more to be done. That's Tisha B'Av. But the avoid of Shavuos B'Tam is not crying. There's no not to make bechi b'chlal. It's a mistake. It's made tshuva.